Basic Architect. Out here at the Riverside project, you can see we've gained a little elevation. Today we're going to tour the second floor. So you saw downstairs basement workshop, and hopefully you saw the first floor tour. Well, we're up on the second floor here. You can see we're well underway in the putting up our blue board and plaster. We have our plaster walls. You can see pretty much finished here. You can see drywall. We've taken those in and gotten that all finished right up to that fry reglet there. We have our beautiful European tilt-turn windows, right? If you remember these, turn it 90 degrees. We can turn that in. We can easily wash that. We get full access and egress. But if we only want a vent, then we simply turn it up and we tilt in. Now, one of the things I want to call to your attention when you're working with European windows is notice how close that is to that opening up above, right? One of the cons, if you will, if you're not prepared for it, is when you're working with European windows is dealing with window shades, right? So the way that we get around that here is, notice we actually built a pocket up there for our window shades. We have already wired there to accept it, but our window shade will fit nice and neatly inside that pocket and will be able to come down. Now, you'll have, there'll be a slight interference when the shade is down if you want to open the window, but we would have had to build a much thicker wall or put that in an exterior valance. But anyways, this is the second floor bedroom suite. As we come in here, this is very much like the downstairs. We have our bathroom here, shower at the end, toilet, and vanity. We don't have the zero threshold shower here because we're upstairs. Doesn't kind of make sense to put a zero threshold shower on the second floor, right? If you have the ability to walk up the stairs, you probably have the ability to step over the threshold, right? There's no need for that. We have the walk-in closet there behind us. Now, one of the things I wanted to call to your attention is working with the homeowner, we actually have a couple different corner beads on this job. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, this is by Trimtex, and it's just basically a white plastic corner bead. You can see this gets attached to one side of the wall on the corner, this to the other, but then it gives this rounded profile. And you can see that here, right, on our drywall cased opening. You can see how that just simply rolls around that corner there, having that rounded bead, and how it goes up and basically forms all three sides. Now, it was pretty interesting that the homeowner didn't want that profile on the windows. Here, he wanted that nice crisp edge. So we went back to our metal corner bead, and you can see we get a much tighter 90 as opposed to that rounded edge there. So, two different corner beads. At the windows, we got the nice square edge. Everywhere else in the openings, we'll have that Trimtex there. Note also, if you're planning your bathroom, right, if you're going to put medicine cabinets in, you need to know that early so that we can get that framed in. Coming out here, we have our secondary bathroom. It also has access to the secondary bedroom up here. And the reason that you don't put drywall there is, I'm not a big fan of using green board or moisture board. We'll actually put a hardier or a cement board panel there as the backer to our tile system. And then coming down here, obviously we have our stairwell here. If you remember, that whole back wall is one utility chute where we have a whole bunch of ductwork and ventilation tubing and such that's moving vertically through that system and servicing this floor and taking all of those services down to the basement level. And then of course, one of my favorite rooms on the project is, man, this room is just nice and bright with the plaster. It doesn't get more postcardy than this, does it? So this is the wife's office up here. If this was my house, I'd find myself hard to believe I would ever leave this room. I'd simply open it and I have a little kitchenette, maybe a toilet in the corner, and as long as I was in the house, I'd be up in my room. So, but anyways, you can see here, we have a nice vast expanse here, out over the roof, looking across. You know, it's interesting here, you know, through the whole construction of the project, it's been pretty much the winter months. So it's actually quite interesting to see the foliage grow in and how much it diminishes that view out to what was this panoramic view in the wintertime of the river there. And of course here we have our fixed unit with our tilt turn on the side here. You can see, if you haven't seen some of the exterior videos, go check them out, but we're doing a vertically oriented open joint rain screen with Boral true exterior boards that are multiple width in somewhat of a chaotic organizational pattern out there. But we're using 1x3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and 8s in that system to give that variety of look there. But anyways, we can't go anywhere else in the house. We have to finish with this room because it's just, it is that nice. So anyways, I'm Steve Basic Architect. We're out here at the Riverside. That's the second floor tour. Until next time, long live our buildings.